An elite screenshot of Intel's flagship Core i9-13900K Raptor LIKE CPU feature up to 68 MB of cache has been posted by one Raichu. This might just confirm the previous rumor by the same leaker, and in which he pointed out a massive cache upgrade for Intel's 13th Gen core lineup. This year it was reported that Intel's Raptor LIKE CPU could feature as much as 55% more cache compared to Alder LIKE CPUs. While Intel's Raptor LIKE will make little changes on the architectural side, it does come with improvements in the cache and clock speed departments. As seen in the Elite CPU-Z screenshot, it looks like that may indeed happen. And the leakers states that Intel Raptor LIKE CPUs would feature up to 68 MB of combined cache without adding L1 numbers. Intel definitely isn't going to make use of any vertically stacked cache solution as of now or with Meteor LIKE CPUs, as we have already seen test chips without vertical stacking technology. But there sure is a future for that at Intel. For now, Intel is just going to offer more cache within the CPU dies, though we don't have the specifics or the exact number of L3 or L2 cache that will be featured per chip. The Intel 12th Gen Alder LIKE CPUs come with a 1280 kilobyte of L2 and 3072 kilobyte of L3 cache per core, while the Grace-born cores feature 2048 kilobyte of L2 and 3072 kilobyte of L3 cache per cluster. I mean, a cluster comprises 4 Grace-born cores. We know that Raptor LIKE CPUs will come with a brand new Raptor Cope core design and will offer up to 24 cores and 32 threads. That's 8 Raptor Cope and 16 Grace-born enhanced cores for the top scoop for a total 32 threads. If the existing cache counts are to be considered, then that's 36 MB of L3 cache for all cores and 18 MB of L2 cache, which gives us a total of 54 MB of smart cache for the top scoop. But as said before, Raptor LIKE might give us an even higher per core cache count. It is estimated that the 13th Gen Raptor LIKE CPUs Intel is going to feature 2 MB L2 by 3 MB L3 cache per Raptor Cope core, while each Grace-born cluster will feature 4 MB L2 and 3 MB L3 cache. That's going to give us 36 MB L3 cache across all cores. I mean 16 MB for P cores and 16 MB for E cores. If this ends up being true, we are looking at a 55% increase in the total cache count for Intel's 13th Gen Raptor LIKE CPUs. Now AMD will still retain the edge with its standard non-Vcache parts that are equipped with 64 MB of L3 cache and 96 MB on the Vcache SKUs. But this would mean that the blue team can recoup its lead quite significantly with the added cache and core count, along with a higher clock speed that is expected from a further improved 10 ESF process node. Latency figures were also provided which show that Intel Raptor LIKE CPUs could offer better latency in cache dependent scenarios compared to Alder LIKE. Now this isn't big of cache size, as AMD's 3D Vcache parts which feature up to 96 MB of L3 cache and more when you combine the L2 with it, but it should improve upon gaming and workload performance nicely. The leaker has also previously pointed to Raptor LIKE CPUs clocking as high as 5.8 GHz, which will make them the fastest clocked CPUs. So it looks like Intel will be competing against Raphael Zen 4 with increased cache, higher clocks and more cores in a hybrid fashion. According to the leaked data, the lineup will consist of 3 segments that were leaked out on the recent power recommendations. These include the K series enthusiast SKU rated at 125 watt, 65 watt mainstream SKUs and 35 watt low power SKUs. Coming to the top end variants, we will getting up to 24 cores followed by 16 core, 10 core, 4 core and 2 core variant. The SKUs are detailed. You see, the enthusiast 125 watt Intel Raptor LIKE S desktop SKUs will feature Core i9 models featuring up to 8 Raptor Cope cores and 16 Grace-born cores for a total of 24 cores and 32 threads. Intel's Core i7 lineup will consist of 16 cores. Core i5 models will consist of 14 cores, 6 plus 8 and 10 cores, 6 plus 4. And finally, we have the Core i3 models which will feature 4 cores but without any efficiency cores. The lineup will also include Pentium SKUs which will feature just 2 Raptor cores. All core variants will feature a 32 256 core enhanced Xe integrated GPU. Certain Core i5 and Pentium variants will also come configured with 24 EU and 16 EU GPUs. The Intel Raptor Lake CPU lineup will launch around the same time as AMD's Gen 4 Raphael family, which will comprise next generation Ryzen desktop CPUs. The AM5 platform is confirmed to get DDR5 support, while Raptor Lake might offer both DDR5 and DDR4 flavored motherboards. So that's it from now. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications update. Thanks for your time.